Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys Secret Base figure preview video. Before we begin, I want to say a massive thank you to Ryan Kirkwood for going out in person and for snapping these gorgeous high-res pictures. Show Ryan some love in the comments below because without him, this series literally wouldn't be possible. If you're looking to pre-order your very own copy of Kidpool, I've included a link to Pop Collectibles in the description below. As always, do your own research, make sure you're comfortable before buying. I've also added in a discount code, Justin's Collection, in there for 5% off your order if you do end up deciding to buy from them. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button, so you're notified as soon as a brand new Hot Toys Deadpool and Wolverine figure review or preview video goes live on the channel. Interestingly enough, so they showed this figure at ACGHK, right, at the convention in Hong Kong that I was just at. People thought that Kidpool was some kind of glorified accessory or something because I saw heaps of comments online from different people in different places saying that it's a real shame Kidpool didn't come with Ladypool. But why would she? She's got her own suite of accessories, her own display base, a couch, a fully articulated body. This is not an accessory, this is a proper figure. We've had smaller releases than this sold independently in their own boxes, like Yoda and the Grogu pack, and R2-D2, a little bit bigger, but doesn't have anywhere near as much articulation. So it always made sense to me that Kidpool was going to be a standalone release, not some kind of random accessory packed in with Ladypool. Nevertheless, she does come with a full array of Deadpool eyes with various different expressions ranging from sad to squinted to happy to fully wide open, and a neutral set they're currently installed on Kidpool. There's a touch of weathering over the top of the eyes, but nothing crazy. This, in my opinion, is worth the price of admission alone because it's not often that we get 1/6 scale furniture. It's a huge sofa, and I know my buddy Robert Meyer Burnett is going to love this. It looks old and nasty and dirty and grimy, it's disheveled, and we've got some Wolverine claw marks all over it, plus some bullet holes. If you're wondering what this thing is made out of, it's like a vinyl slash PVC style material. This is fully sculpted, it's not pleather, it's not leather, it's not fabric. This is essentially a big hunk of plastic. Am I going to have Kidpool displayed on this? Yeah, probably, because Kidpool is one of those figures that has a full fabric outfit on, so you could display her lounging on this sofa no problem whatsoever. I'm probably going to nick Groot's Game Boy and give it to Kidpool. Something that I want to touch on the base. Notice how it says Kidpool he's the dirtiest, and I've been calling her she? Well, it's a bit awkward because I've seen the movie 3 times now. I've watched the clip a bunch of times on YouTube to make sure I didn't mishear it. I've checked the MCU wiki. It all confirms that Kidpool is a girl. And she was played by Ryan and Blake's daughter, so where the hell Hot Toys got he from? I've got no idea, but they absolutely need to fix that because it's not correct, and it's on the top of the frickin' display base. If it was just something mentioned in passing in their pre-order listing calling Kidpool a he, not ideal, but not as important as printing it on the top of the base. You've got time, Hot Toys, go ahead and fix that. Okay, now let's talk about the figure herself. The shoes look great. They're some kind of high-top sneakers, and the laces are separate pieces of rubbery plastic, so there's a little bit of depth as they protrude off the front of the sneakers themselves. Her pants are pure fabric, once again, great for posing. The knee pads have some elastic straps on them and some buckles so you can loosen and tighten them, but the front parts are made of PVC sculpted plastic. There's some weathering dotted all over the place, some silver speckling here and there for bits that are supposed to be metallic like the holsters. So detail-wise, everything is painted really nicely. And so too is the belt, because it is not pleather, it's a sculpted plastic piece. I don't think there's any pleather on this entire piece. At least I'm hoping there isn't, because usually they like to sneak in a little bit of pleather somewhere. And just as I've said that, I'm now noticing the bits that connect the holsters to the belt, and they do look suspiciously pleathery. We'll just have to wait and see when Kidpool eventually releases. I was hoping if, at that point, I didn't know whether or not they were going to proceed with making Kidpool, they did produce her, she would be an early release like Deadpool and Ladypool so we could complete the Reynolds Deadpool family. She isn't. Unfortunately, we are going to have to wait with this one, just like what's happening with Wolverine. He's set to be released sometime next year, and the same thing can be said for Kidpool. It looks like there could be a bit more of a traditional Deadpool suit underneath the hoodie, but I highly doubt it. There's probably just a little bit of detail on the sleeve underneath the hoodie sleeves in case the red fabric rides up when you get to posing. Someone posted online that Kidpool's swords are a direct copy of a popular anime character's swords, and I tried to find that post. I'm so sorry. I forget the anime, I forget the character. It might have been Demon Slayer. If you know, just weigh in down in the comments below. Dude, Desert Eagles, but they're water pistols, and you can see the little hose on the inside that connects to the reservoir in the handle. These are probably some of the most detailed weapons I've ever seen from Hot Toys, and they're water pistols. Crazy, but I love them. I'm 100% going to have Kidpool displayed with these water pistols in her hands. The sheaths for her swords are actually built into her backpack, but you don't just slot them in the backpack randomly. They are actually proper sheaths. You can see one sticking out the bottom there. The swords themselves are made of plastic. You can tell right away the way they've been painted. Dead giveaway, non-metal swords for Kidpool. So they clearly aren't interested in using metal for accessories anymore. Really unfortunate. Let's talk about Kidpool's head sculpt. It's a split cut neck design, just like we saw introduced with Deadpool from this movie. So that just means way more range. You can get very expressive with some serious head tilt action. There's a jaggedy looking stitch mark right up the middle that gives it this homemade quality. And the whole suit, actually, now that I think about it, reminds me of the homemade Spidey suit. Maybe there was some inspiration taken from that Spider Man Homecoming look for him. There's also some simulated wrinkling and pulling in certain places, a wash over the top that has nicely sunk into all of those deep crevices so you can see that detail pop. And we've got those interchangeable lenses like we discussed earlier. Overall, even though Kidpool is small, she packs a punch, and as we know, she's the dirtiest. So this figure is coming home. I cannot wait to complete the Reynolds 1/6 scale Deadpool family. Now, I'm getting mine from Pop Collectibles. I've popped a link to their site in the description below, along with the discount code Justin's Collection, for 5% off your order if you do decide to buy from them. As always, do your own research, make sure you're comfortable before you commit to that. While you're down in the description, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video.